Hey guys, thanks for watching here, thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor, and we're going to take a look at the gold chart here. And I want to kind of point out a couple of things here. So we have this huge range for gold. We saw this big dip and this big bounce right here. All right. The trend, if you look at just the past couple of years, is up. All right. So if you look here, here is that trend up right there. You can see all we did here on that recent dip is come down and retest that trend line. Okay, it started here, bounced there, dipped just a little bit below that, but essentially bounced across, off of that trend line here. Here's another bounce against that trend line. And again, just to kind of point this out, a lot of people are trend line purists. I am not a trend line purist. Trend lines are just kind of a guide and a general area where stocks can bounce or break below. I've been doing this a lot longer than most trend line purists. I'm in my 10th or 11th year of trading. I'm profitable. Most of the people who are trendline purists are actually newer to the market and most of the times not profitable. Anyways, so what we have here is there's that trendline bounce right there for gold. We also have this support that we bounced off of right here. We also have this trend line that we previously broke over. Boom, 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 broke over here. Now we just retested it. So we retested a bunch of different areas all lining up at that same point. So right now the trend here is still very much so in the upward direction for gold. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Essentially, we had this huge gap up here, and it's no surprise that we saw a little down move since that. We kind of almost filled this gap and then bounce right here. What you want to look for any kind of bull strength is really just a break over that resistance right here. If we can get a continuation move over this resistance here, I think that's going to be a good signal that gold is going to continue higher. Now, the next thing I want to point out is a gold going back. Oops, I need to move my face out of the way in order for you to be able to see this. So gold is very similar to what kind of happened in 2008. Or you know what? First, I want to discuss this chart here, the monthly chart. So here we go. We have this downtrend right here. Boom, 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 boom. You can clearly see that it's reacting to this level here. Because here we go, resistance, and then here we are. This is like, what is this, 8 years later, and we're reacting to that level here. You can see we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months trading up against it before breaking over it. We broke over it, came down. Last month we retested that level and then bounced. All right, so from a monthly perspective, it's holding that level as well. So now I want to kind of go back to the daily chart and show you. This is 2008, 2009. Okay, so we had this up move right here. We were trending up into 2008, and then in 2008 it started to crash with the market. Okay, very similar to what happened here recently. We're trending up, and then when the market crashed, so did gold. All right. What happened next is that gold ended up reclaiming its bullish behavior. We broke below this. If you look here, very similar action. Remember that trend line I showed you earlier over here? Well, it was very similar here. We came down, we retested that trend line. We ended up breaking back above this resistance right here, very similar to what we did over here. We broke over that support right there, reclaimed it, headed higher, went down, retested it right here, and then headed higher. You can see after kind of trading a little bit sideways for a little bit here, it ended up heading higher. We're acting very similarly to this action, and remember here, we're pretty much at about this stage right here. Okay, so short term, it headed lower and then higher and then lower, and a few months later, it ended up continuing that breakout. So this is kind of a longer term view of gold. I think in the short term, we can see some back and forth action, but right now, you know, the trend is very much so in the upward direction. We're breaking over resistances. We're breaking over. We're bouncing at supports. The monthly chart is breaking over resistance. It retested it successfully. So I think longer term, gold should be headed higher, and that's kind of what I'm looking at here for gold. If we do see some kind of a dip, maybe back into this previous resistance, which is now support, that to me would be a good buy zone. That level, let me just kind of zoom in a little bit, would be right around here, that low right there. Okay, so right around this level right there. So between about 146, so about 149 to 145. 149 to 145 on GLD is going to be that buy zone here for gold. Longer term, I think it looks good. Again, it could get choppy, but overall, it's bouncing at support, and it's looking very similar to how it did in late 2008, and which was a bear market, if you don't remember, and we are in a bear market now. So very similar action to what we're seeing then as we're seeing now. So what you're looking at right now is the portfolio tracker here at thetradinganalyst.com. It tracks all of our closed out positions that we have alerted to our paying clients at thetradinganalyst.com. All of these entries and exits were texted to members here at thetradinganalyst.com in real time, not after the fact or anything like that. All of our buys and sells are in real time. And if you're wondering right now if you are international, if you're in Europe, Asia, Australia, Canada, yes, the text messages do work for international numbers. We've got clients all over the world, in Europe, in Asia, Australia, and in Canada. We've got clients all over. So they will work for you. And these alerts, these are not overnight alerts. These are not day trades or anything like this. You can see over here the number of days. This is 23 days, 48 days, 27, 8, 13, 21, 6, 10, 48. So, I mean, the shortest trade was 6 days. Went up all the way to about 48 days. So our trades are swing trade alerts, which can work for anyone that has access to a mobile phone. You can do this if you have a full-time job or a part-time job. I know that most people are working at home right now, so it's really easy. But when things get back to normal and people are going out to work, this will work for you then as well. Same with a student or a stay-at-home mom. We're not doing super quick trades. These are trades that anyone can participate in. And as you can see, these are very successful trades. While the market has been performing very poorly, we've been doing extremely well. I mean, this is a 64% win, 95, 149, 129% win. And you can see the wins are the losses are very small in comparison. This one's just over 3% of a loss. Here's 20%. Compared to 20% to the lowest win is 60%. Okay? So we've got the wins that are much greater than the losses. Again, we are not perfect. That's not realistic to have 0 losses, but we keep our losses very small relative to our wins. In addition to these profitable trading alerts that are going to be sent directly to your cell phone, where you don't really have to do much thinking or analysis at all, we do that for you. In addition to that, there's also a watch list that you will get. You're going to get private member videos, as well as an educational section that will really help you learn how we do things. As you can see, we do things very well and profitably, and that's the kind of information that you want to consume. Anybody can look up a YouTube video or search things on Google, but you are getting information directly from a profitable trader. That is me. Myself, I don't just have this alert service and trade paper money like a lot of people that have alert services. I have a advisory service where I manage money for other people. So I'm trading my own money, I'm trading other people's money, and people put a lot of trust into me. And I think that when you sign up and you join for this alert service, you're going to find out exactly why I'm so well known in the industry and why people put their trust into me. So I look forward to seeing you as a new member and helping you grow your account day after day, month after month. While most people are struggling in a bear market, we are profiting and doing extremely well. So I look forward to seeing you in there. Thanks.